Hi everybody, my name is John. Thanks for checking out Socrates. Socrates to help speed up your learning. And today I'm demoing the desktop product. So this is what you'll first see when you first create an account. First decision you have to make is whether you want to talk to the cloud or use completely your own computer. And files added here are completely private. No files are sent to the cloud and all processing is done on your computer. So the drawbacks of this are that the AI will be slower to respond than AI cloud models because you need a more powerful computer. But you also get more control with the type of outputs you want by choosing the models you want. And to chat locally, you'll need two different models. So you'll need an embed model and you'll need a chat model. So if you're working primarily off English text, I recommend using the English embed model. Otherwise, use the multilingual model. Now, if your computer is fast, I would recommend this 8 billion parameter model. It just performs the best, gives the highest quality results. But if it's an average speed or slower to have a good experience, you can use this 3 billion parameter one. I'm just going to be demoing the cloud chat today. So here you can upload files from a variety of sources. You can open from your computer, from Dropbox, Google Drive, or a public URL. So I'm going to choose a study on carbohydrates from my computer, and I'm going to add a URL of a study that I found online. So let's add that here, and then I'm going to hit train. So we also handle documents that can need to be OCR'd in our higher tier plans automatically, but these are already OCR'd, so let's just wait for the AI to do its thing. Okay, it's done. Now on the left, we have all the documents you uploaded, and on the right, you can just chat with the AI. So first, let me rename this to something more readable. So just say carb studies. Yeah. All right, so now that I've renamed the file, we can select kind of which document we want to view down here. We can also, if you'd like, tell the AI to focus on a certain page when doing its search. Okay, but now I just want to know, what are the key findings in these studies? Now, every answer is going to include citations to the source material. So you can click on it, and it'll bring you to the right place. Now, if you see this message about deep dives, before I move on, let's just summarize key findings in this one study. And it's just going to look in that singular file when giving you a response. Okay. Now, sometimes you'll see this message about deep dives. And what that means is Socrates believes that you may get a more complete answer if you enable deep dive for a chat. So let's hit start. You only need to do this once per chat. And what it's doing is it's formatting the text in multiple ways so the AI has more places to search for answers. And we found that this significantly improves the responses to many questions. So let's just try the summary again after the deep dive is complete, and then we can notice the difference. Okay, so it's done. So now let's go try summarize again. Summarize key findings. When you see this diving deep, it just means that it's using this second memory that was just created to give you a better answer. Now we just have to wait for the response. Now you can compare the difference between this response and the previous response. The previous response kind of takes snapshots of the text and summarizes kind of key concepts that it found, which is great. But this kind of goes through section by section, and you can see it's more organized, cohesive, and structured than before. So it basically looks it enhances the answer by looking at more of the structure of the document. Okay, after a deep dive is done, you'll be able to access the deep dive tools. So first, there's Table AI. Now let's maximize, kind of full screen it. This lets you learn about many documents at once. So I only have 2 documents here, but imagine there are 50 or 100 documents that you can choose from. And you add a new instruction, which is a column in the table, and this column applies the instruction to each and every document in the table. So let's just say something simple like key takeaways, And then let's say I have another one about who are the authors. And another instruction about associated schools. So now you can just wait for the table to update with the answers. You can also apply templates. So if you have a common set of instructions that you want to ask, you can just save it here and then add them all at once. Okay, so here we can see, it does a pretty good job of basically showing me all this information at once, and then, I can click through to get the sources of certain where it got its answers. Okay. You can also kind of adjust the row height here, if you have a lot of files and want to quickly browse, and you can always export to Excel. Now let's go through prompt loops. So what this does is it splits the section. Let me just show you first. It splits the document into sections, right? So this might be one section, the introduction might be one section, the procedures might be one section, and it splits it into sections and applies a prompt to each section. So it does its best, but not all documents have structured sections like this. But you can just kind of give it a shot to see what comes away from it. So let's just try summarizing this document according to section. And then we can also, for example, say define all key terms. And see what it comes up with. Okay, so let's see what it says now. And so here you can see kind of the summary according to the sections, and it's a much more in-depth summary than if I were to ask in the chat, because it's kind of looping through all the sections. And so you can see that's for this file, and define all key terms. Now you'll see again it goes through each section and finds all the key terms in each section. So hopefully this is useful. Let me know if there are other workflows that you think can benefit from this. And that's it for now. And don't hesitate to email me with any questions or feedback to improve. Thanks so much.